Watch out flip, watch out whip. I'm in the whip, I'm in the wrist. I never switch, ice in the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They say you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, Yeah, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
Agora jogando 3-4, então vai ser mais que lá for. Agora é pé. Quem mais tem um Pro Power maior? Aqui, ó. Running back. Talvez a maior velocidade e elusividade, tá? Uma frente pelo mais speed. Running back já foi, também já, então vamos de wide receiver. Velocidade. Nas técnicas tem maior strength e a posição mais importante na linha defensiva. Esse gente pro PS4. Acho que é o Henrique, só que esse running back tem speed baixo não vale a pena, mas até que a gente já pegou. Então vamos experimento. Mas acho que eu vou de Paris Campbell, boa altura e velocidade. Sabe, o linebacker tem que ser de 3-4, então isso tem que ser bom pressão no linebacker.
I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought they could bar me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, put in the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when attacking like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. High boy, just consider me flammable. Good shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Beat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do we do what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on a jet, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off moves, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Keep pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not dash, honey yard, dash.
Aqui, center. Center é uma posição importante porque eu gosto de correr por dentro. O defensive end também. Quem vai dar power move, seria um bate center. Esse rush já investiu em dois, né? Deixa pro Barry. Pass rush nunca é demais.
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
Vai conseguir defensive tackle.
I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg. I get it. I got cleats on my feet, shirts on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy. Tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy. Tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time when you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it.
Pass rush vai agressivo. Coach, versus coach seria o mesmo do outro playbook, então não vamos pular, não vamos pular. O time ficou bom. Apesar de eu gostar mais de um time mais forte defensivamente, mas ficou forte mais ofensivamente. Né? Ficou o line-up só. Um Garden, né? Mais um aqui. Pegado mais um, pegado 3 velho. Olha, depois de Tyrande, maluco assim. Ah, não peguei nenhum Tyrande, né? Vai se ler. Vamos tirar ele. Pô, peguei um Tyrande. Cadê o nome? Não peguei tipo o back, que é ridículo. defesa ficou mitológica. 6 cornerbacks bons. O PC fica um pouco lento, mas deve dar conta. Mas ele precisa até que não vai jogar, porque ele vai jogar 3-4. Então tem 2 defensive ends absurdos, 3 bons corners e 2 pass rush. Esse era o nosso único ponto fraco, mas dá pra jogar. Deixa eu falar um pouco baixo, de repente aumentar um pouco o mic, né? A gente consegue aumentar um pouquinho o mic aqui. Vamos ver som tela. Configuração de saída. Informação de vídeo, resolução. Onde é que a gente acha o mic aqui? Configuração de resolução. Não me lembro onde tá. Vamos pro jogo.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll, and we are underway here on EA Sports. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Dispara esse quarterback, não quarterback, vem pra colocar a bola. Assim que ele vem. Transmissão, eu não sei. De repente ele vai ter um passe longo. Então é bom a gente estar preparado. Olha, meu filho, 10 segundos. Não vai dar pra fazer ajuste nenhum. Essa merda. Vai dar pra stop.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Ah, meu Deus do céu, cara, não acredito mais nisso. Tem que isso. Vamos tentar ver aqui. Informação defensiva. Tem que conhecer esse playbook. Cover 3 normal. Espero que tenha dado uma vitória. Não sei o que acontece no cara que ficar assim. Ele perdeu o gold da... Pra entrar no ranking director sem pagar moeda de ouro, acho que é 9 mil moeda de ouro.
Bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight
pra mim também. Que filha da mãe, puta, cara, eu perdi as 9 moedas. Essa hora que sai do menu.
Going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made a shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter.
40 segundos, mas o cara tinha os 3 tempos.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Essa corrida entre o guard e o tackle é muito...
Ready.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line. Ready up. Let's go now. 60 or. Hey, Hayward. Move. Hey, step.
Here's Steve Young. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Christian Kirk deep to return it. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, 62 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
61, matchbox, lights. Kill. Shift. 25, check 25, check 25. Let's go.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
The third down throw incomplete by Steve Young. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Go! Go!
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
8, read. Yep. Hey, exit. Ready?
On second and 11 now. Minshew, open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw it. Minshew buying time to his left. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Minshew sets to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
You got time right there. Switch. Check 3. Two teams spill.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young. And Anderson's got it. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Here we go. Down. And over. Check 52. Kill. Fire.
Toss play. Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 11 now. Young. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Go now. 30 base. Check 31. Check nickel.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that?
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go. My game. And here we go. Be careful.
Young. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
X3. 218. Chop it. Watch the twist. Kill. Ready?
They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game.
Get ready.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll run. It's Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said,
isso é muito azar, velho.
39 yards there, a big one.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Open man is Robbie Anderson. 10 more there and another first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. It'll be Minshew again. This is the tight end Fant. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now Minshew. That one complete to Anderson. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The 21 yards there as they can burn on 3rd.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Leo! Go! Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
30 base. Smooth.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going to try and throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's caught inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Minshew, 1st and 10. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
70,
First and 10, Young.
Eles tomam pra cima, esse filho da
And it's
puta.
intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey.
Man, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Here's Minshew. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Throwing on second and long. Minshew. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His second touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it is 28-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go. My game. You. Mike.
from the gun. Steve Young. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. You're out. Shoot, shoot. Bang, 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 bang. Shoot.
Young looks to throw on first down. Oh, now Young here throwing another interception. Picked off near the 29.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On play action, it's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Bravo. Check it back. Check 61, match 5.
It's a second down run with Sanders. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Yes, yes. Check Mike 21. Look at me, zipper. 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Go on, go.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Kamara now to return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It's certainly.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Mike's 47. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Get it.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further. as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Dancing to his left.
Quase do passe,
and he's taken down
30 vezes,
back
velho.
at his own 7. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Young on 3rd down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's caught inside the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, but it'll be 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Young now, 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The 2nd down throw for Steve Young, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Steve Young. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To the air once more, Young.
Joga a bola fora, meu Deus. Todo mundo desesperado por jogar a bola fora.
That right now,
Eu apertei
that's a defeated team
desesperado
out there.
30
I think you can
vezes.
see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To try again after the sack. Young. And now here's another interception. Picked up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Tá. Foi só pra testar a primeira vez. Vamos ver como é que ficou.